Now we will describe the third separation technique, which is simple distillation. Before we look at simple distillation, let us summarize what we have discussed before. The filtration technique is used when you want to separate an insoluble solid from a solvent. On the other hand, the crystallization technique is used when you want to separate a soluble solid from the solvent. And now we will look at simple distillation. For example, in some countries which lack freshwater resources, they purify seawater to obtain usable water, and hence they are interested in collecting the solvent instead of just letting it evaporate off into the air. So if you remember, in the crystallization technique, we were interested in collecting the salt crystals, which are NaCl crystals, and we simply evaporated the water and it evaporated off into the air. Now we are interested in collecting this water. So what to do? In such a case, distillation is used, and specifically simple distillation. In simple distillation, the solution is heated and boiled to evaporate the solvent. The vapor of the solvent will enter then a condenser, which is a glass tube with water flowing through it. The condenser acts as a cooling jacket around the inner glass tube from the flask. This means that the vapor is cooled with cold water, and then it will be condensed back into the liquid phase and will be collected in a receiving vessel, and this is the receiving vessel. Any dissolved solids will remain in the heated flask, and then you will obtain here a pure sample of the solvent. So again, you will place the mixture of liquids here and you will start heating until boiling. And because this is a mixture of liquids, then each liquid of them will have a specific boiling point. When the temperature reaches this boiling point, this liquid, let's say liquid 1, will start to boil, and during boiling, this liquid will change from the liquid phase to the gaseous phase, and then it will become vapor. The vapor of liquid A will pass then through a condenser, and cold water is circulating around the condenser, and thus the temperature of the vapor will be lowered, and after lowering the temperature it will condense back and return to the liquid phase, and then it will be collected in this flask. In the next section we will be introduced to fractional distillation, and we will compare between simple distillation and the fractional distillation, and we will describe also the last separating technique, which is chromatography.